Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our gentle stretch class for Friday. So we're doing the Pranamaya Kosha today, or completing the Pranamaya Kosha and moving on to the next kosha next week. And I'll just briefly say what that is. It's Pranamaya, which is the, let me just lower this. The Pranamaya is the third layer in. So each time we get closer and closer into the bliss chakra, the kosha. Pranamaya is about, it has to do with our samskaras. Samskaras are our grooves that we have unconsciously created over the years, in terms of our belief systems, our opinions, but there's nothing wrong with those. It's more about the parts of us that are the negative thought patterns that we have, the habits that aren't benefiting us, our judgments of ourselves, of others. We'll be doing a physical practice with that, but also it will be a wonderful way to kind of learn about ourselves, go a little bit deeper into ourselves. So that's the next one. That's next week. So that's it's just a new way of thinking. That's how I'm explaining it. So we're on so what I'm going to do is so I just explained that I'm recording this once a week. I'm recording these sessions, and I'm going to pretend that I'm just starting, if you don't mind. So I'm going to introduce myself and talk a little bit about the pranamaya, then we'll get right into the class. Okay, let me just slow the music a little bit. I appreciate your patience with me. Okay, so here I go. Hi, I'm Rebecca Warrington from rjmindbody.com. Welcome to Gentle Stretch Yoga. So today we're talking about the Pranamaya Kosha. This is the energy body, which is one layer in from the physical body. And today we're going to be concentrating on continuously concentrating on our breathing through a flow. So we're going to go through sun salutation, what we call a sun salutation B and A, very slowly but constantly using the inhalation and the exhalation, and I'll take you through each step. What we're doing is we're merging our body's movement with our breath and really deepening the breath. It's quite profound, actually. Second thing is we're going to be doing the Warrior 3 balance. Not everyone might be able to do this, so I will show you alternatives to it. But this is a way to kind of challenge yourself a little bit more than you might not, I'm trying to bring some more challenging postures into the classes. Okay, but it's also a very gentle stretch at the same time. So our mantra for today is, I turn my dreams into reality. And that's what, so rather than just fantasize about a dream of wanting something to be a certain way, but actually being able to believe in, to actually take action around it. Okay, so take a deep breath in. And let's just start to gently breathe in and out, feeling the breath as it rises and falls. See if closing your eyes, if that's available to you. And begin to connect with how the breath lifts up as you inhale. So the actual energy of our bodies, the life force energy, lifts up with the breath as you inhale, and as you exhale, it settles down. So our realities is our settling down, our nature, and our sky, and our dreams are the sky. So that's infinite. We can dream forever. So the two go hand in hand. They both work perfectly together. So let's take 3 more breaths here. And then let's gently open our eyes, and let's take your right hand to the outside, to the right hip, and then reach your left arm up. Let your arm go where it wants to go. Obviously to the right, but it doesn't have to be straight. I want you to explore the tight areas in your body, especially around the left side, the hips. And let yourself explore how you want your body to move in order to release some of the tension in those areas. Taking the breath in and out. Then take an inhale, lift your left arm up and place it back down onto the left side this time, or the opposite. And bring your right arm, reach it over. And little stretches of the right side of the body, exploring tight spots, especially if you've just got out of bed or you're had a long day, whatever is happening to you, wherever you are in this during this moment in time. Let's stretch to the other side again. Let's repeat this. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's take an inhale, lift back up, and let's stretch to the left, let the arms float. And then take an inhale, reach the arms up and place the hands on the knees. Let's do a few little gentle circles to the right, round and round. Breathing in and out. Getting lost in the breath, in the moment. And then let's go in the opposite direction, breathing in first and then floating around. Let your head follow the movement without any tension in that neck. And let's inhale back to center, nice and tall. Let's just take a pause here. And pausing means continuously breathing and paying attention, bringing your attention to the breath, but also to the body's sensations. What does it feel like? And then take an inhale. And then exhale, let's come off of our seating. Let's find our way to the front of the mat, standing tall. So you are now beginning in our Tadasana, going through our flows. So just loosen up those legs if they're tight from sitting, and just rock forward and backwards on the toes. Maybe loosen the shoulders. Find that perfect way to relax the body, get the body ready to move. And then stand up nice and tall, pressing into all 4 corners of your feet. Tailbone lengthening down, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, let the hands float to your heart. Let's reconnect with the breath. Take an inhale. And an exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And then let your eyes gently open. Let's inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides. Inhale up. And exhale, forward fold. Come into a forward bend. And then Inhaling halfway, pressing into your shins, or some of us can touch the floor. And then exhale, step back into your downward dog. Some of us, our downward dog might be an extended child's pose. You decide. Take a breath in and take a breath out. We're just doing half right now of this sun salutation. Take an inhale, look forward, and exhale, walk to the front of the mat. And come into your forward bend. Take a breath in. Slide the hands up your shins, lift up halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. See if you can get the breath as deep as I am. If you can't, then that's okay. It's a practice. Exhale, fold forward. Let yourself exhale completely. Inhaling halfway, pushing into the shins, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, step back, downward dog, or your extended child's pose. This time, lower the knees to the ground. Inhale and exhale, press everyone into your extended child's pose. Reach the arms forward, stretch through those fingers. Take a breath in. See if you can get the breath to the back of the body. See if you can feel the skin stretching. Take an inhale and exhale. Walk your hands over to the left side on a diagonal. Either hands apart or right hand on top of that left hand. Breathing in, and take your right bottom cheek and press it towards those heels. So, you can either reclose the eyes, look towards the hands, or maybe turn your gaze towards your left shoulder. Riding the wave of the breath, breathing in and out. Pranamaya Kosha. Energy body. We use the breath, inhaling forward with our hands, stretching. We use the breath to help us it's the vehicle for the energy to move through our bodies. And then over to, the right side. And either separate hands or a left hand on top of the right hand, and stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Take an inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back so they're in front of you. And then lift up into your tabletop. Exhale into your downward dog. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, either float forward or walk forward. Forward fold. You can do whatever you like here. Forward bend. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Working every muscle in this body. Take a pause. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, reopen the eyes, sweep your arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, stepping back, downward dog. Inhaling into your plank. So some of us are on our hands and knees, and you can always place the knees down and hinge forward and lower down onto your tummy. Slide the hands until your elbows underneath your shoulders, Sphinx pose. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, chest telescopes forward. One full breath here. Inhaling. And exhaling, chest lifts. And then take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lower down, slide the hands next to the chest, press up onto your knees and into your child's pose. Exhale, and then into your downward dog. Inhaling. And as you breathe out, either jump forward or walk forward to the front of the mat. Take one full breath, forward fold, breathing in and breathing out, letting yourself experience all the different nooks and crannies in your body. Take an inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Take your hands and reach them behind you. Interlace the hands if you can, or you use a strap. Slide the hands down your back. Take a breath in and lift your hands off your bottom and open up your chest. Breathing in and breathing out, peeling that chest open a little bit more. Take an inhale and exhale, release the hands to your back. And just take the shoulders forward for a moment, and then just take the hands and interlace them with the unfamiliar interlace. So one finger down. Slide the hands down your bottom, squeeze the shoulder blades, take a breath and lift the hands off your back. Breathing in and out. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hands back to your bottom. Bring the legs together. We're going to go into the B version of sun salutation. Legs together. Inhaling, lifting the arms up, bend the knees. Chair. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. And then exhaling, step back, downward dog. Inhaling this time, step your right foot between your hands. Flatten out that back foot. Well, lift different versions of sun salutation. Lift all the way up, warrior one. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. And take a breath in. And take a breath out. Then take an inhale and exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Step your left foot back, right foot back. Downward dog or extended child's pose. This is the extended child's pose. Inhale into your plank. Some of us might not be able to do planks. That's fine. You just do what you can do. Inhale forward, lower yourself down. This time go into the cobra of your choice, or just what we did before, Sphinx, with the elbows under the shoulders. Take a breath in and tighten those bottom cheeks. And exhale. Take a breath in. And exhale. So you'll notice some things you can do quite easily. They're kind of like, oh, old hat. But some things are harder. These are just observations, right? Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in and step your left foot between your hands. Flatten out that back foot. And then inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Warrior one on this side. Lifting up, take a breath in. And take a breath out. Inhaling, and as you exhale, lower the hands down. Stepping back as you exhale, downward dog. Inhaling, you might decide to stay in the downward dog here. That's fine too. Or child's pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra of your choice. Make sure the cobras are the bent elbows version. Lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. This time slide, sit back into your extended child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Inhaling, starting to explore the back of the body again. See if you can stretch out that skin. Inhaling. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhaling into your tabletop. Exhaling, curling the toes under, downward dog. Looking forward, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, walk to the front of the mat. So lots of flowy things today. Come to the front of the mat. Let yourself hang here for a moment. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, or hands on the ground. Continue to take those breaths, moving the breath upwards and downwards, moving the prana, the life force, the energy through the body, through the ground, the earth, up to the sky. Just notice if your flexibility is quite different from how it normally is. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, this time I want you to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Feeling that body as it unwinds itself. And then then you get to the top, and it's like, I've just woken up. And just lean back a little bit. Then take an inhale and exhale, let's fold back down. This is called a ragdoll roll. Come all the way down. Let your head just hang here for a moment. And place your fingertips on the ground. Bring your left foot in towards your right foot, and just take your right foot back and keep the toes on the ground. Just take a moment here just to get used to this, and then curl the toes under. And from here, see if you can press your right heel down a little bit, as close to the ground. And then bring your right foot back in. And then step your left foot back. Just as far as what's comfortable for you. You don't have to go as far as me. And then see if you can get your heel as close to the ground, the back heel. Your right knee can be bent. You don't have to straighten that right knee. And then step forward again. And then let's fold over. Take your arms behind your knees. Stretch and see if you can double yourself in half, or you can fold yourself in half. Or maybe you can get a little bit there. And feel the back of those knees. How often have you felt the back of your legs, right? Take your hands to the ground. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out this time, roll yourself up. Lifting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back and down. Now from here, you can have a chair to hold on to, or I want you to step your right foot back, but keep the toes curled under, the back toes if you can. Left knee is bent. We're going to go into our warrior 3. So you're going to lean forward, hands at your heart center, or you can bring your arms back behind you. I'm going to bring my arms back, and as if you're flying, you're going to step on that left foot and pick your right foot off the ground. So you might only be hovering off the ground. Some of us, the goal is to get the foot, the leg even with the hips, so you're straight as a board. Now you might need support of a table. If you've gotten this is easy, then you can bring your arms forward if you like. Everybody's at different levels. And I haven't done this in a while, so it's interesting. Take an inhale and exhale. Lower that right foot back down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Hands to heart, step your right foot forward. Just shake yourself out. Little standing walks or stationary walks, and then pause again. Step your left foot back this time. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. You're not on a tightrope. Hands down beside your sides if you'd like this. Take a breath in. Lean forward on that right leg. Some of us, this might be as far as we go. Some of us, we can pick our leg up a little higher. Some of us, all the way up. Until it's even with the hips. Left foot, the left foot is flexed and the toes are pointing down. So the back leg, as if you're pushing into a wall behind you. It is quite intense, but sometimes we have to go there, right? And lower that left foot down. Whew. Inhale, reach your arms up. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, hands to heart, step your left foot forward and just shake it out. All different variations of that. You might not be ready to lift the leg up. No biggie. Inhale, reach your arms up. That's a balance, a core strengthener, leg strengthener. Exhale, forward fold. Heart racer. Breathing has sped up, as you might notice. Step back, downward dog. Take a pause in your downward dog, but yet let the breath flow. Notice how different this downward dog is now compared to when your very first one in this practice. Lower the knees to the ground. Come onto your right hip and swing your legs forward. Lower yourself onto your back. So you will be feeling those legs because your legs required a lot of strength to hold your body in that position. Hug your knees into your chest. To have a leg behind your standing leg really, had to work hard. Open the arms out and then take the knees to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. If you want a little extra, please feel free to straighten your top leg. Spinal twist. Start to soften the breath again. Return to the just even inhales and exhales. So balance is bring your knees up and hug your knees into your chest. And then open up the arms to the side, drop your knees to the right, turn your gaze to the left. So the next week is the next kosha is the Pranamaya Kosha. If I'm saying it right, probably not saying it right, but it's the mental and emotional kosha. And then bring the knees back up. Give yourself one last hug. And then extend your right leg to the right corner of the mat, left leg to the left, and let yourself relax here in your Shavasana. Stay here for about 2 to 5 minutes. As I find my way up to seal the practice. Let yourself explore non-judgmentally how it feels, how your body feels now. Having been in that flow state where your breathing and movement merge together. There's a marrying of the movement and breath. The two, when they are working in unison, it's just, that's where that's where we feel and experience bliss and calm and stillness. It's when they're not in alliance with each other. The breathing is very fast and your body's slow, or vice versa. So taking the breath and the body and joining them together. That's the Pranamaya Kosha. As I bring my hands in front of my heart, sealing this practice, wishing you the best, sending you lots of love, and reminding you of that mantra about I turn my dreams into reality. And those dreams don't have to be massive or dramatic, or they can be just doing something different. It's turning your dreams into reality. Namaste, everyone. This is Rebecca Warrington from rjmindbody.com. See you soon. And don't forget, Celebrate Saturday, where we take the highlights of all the class, all this week's class. So I hope to see you. If not, I'll see you next week.